All right, Weather Weenies, let's go through the forecast discussion. We got Phil and Vince Welty here going through some stuff and talking about the day. But let me show you what we're looking at and why, what we're thinking for the day. Here's the behind the scenes. We've been looking at the GFS forecasts for a long time, so we kind of know what areas are trending. So this is today, this is tomorrow, this is the next day, and it follows really well what we're looking at. So let's take a look now. Oh, or not. All right, there we go. So take a look at like the specific details here. It's not a great tornado day. It's a 2%, which out here is like next to nothing. But that's okay. We're out here to chase, so we're going to do it. Seeing wind and hail risks are there as well, and so we're going to be targeting that extreme far eastern corner of Colorado today. All right, so we're going to take a look at the HRRR forecast here today, and what we see is eventually seeing a couple little things pop over here in the southeastern part of Colorado. I mean, none of this looks too terribly wildly impressive, but we're going to go for it. On a scale from like 1 to 10 for how awesome or like the potential of today's chase day, it's probably like a 30. We're also going to look ahead a little bit and so see what's going to happen later in the evening. This is the previous forecast run that goes out a little bit further. Just very interesting to see what happens, right? So if we don't like what happens here, we're going to be able to drop south and get what's over here. And the other thing that we have to think about today, because it's not just the most amazing storm day, is where do we want to be tomorrow? This is kind of the risks for tomorrow. Here's the tornado risk. We're not gonna go far up north like that. We're gonna stay in the Texas Panhandle. So we know that we want to stay the night in Amarillo again tonight. So it makes sense for us to just kind of hang around this area because while today isn't an outstanding chase day, tomorrow has much more interesting potential. And so we kind of want to make sure we're positioning well for that at the same time. So hanging out southeastern Colorado, Oklahoma Panhandle, maybe even the far northwestern parts of the Texas Panhandle. We'll hang out there, see what happens, and then spend the night in Amarillo tonight to be in a good place for. And because you guys know me, the other thing that I like to do is actually read the forecast discussions for the area that we're going to and see what they say. I think I just got photobombed by like the old man and up. There were a couple storms in Colorado yesterday. The forecast discussion says today looks really similar to what yesterday did, but maybe better in a couple small instances. So like some models don't seem to be realizing the amount of moisture we could be working with today. There's good cape, there's good shear. What they're thinking could be the worst thing today is 2-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. The main difference will be that today we could see more of a non-zero tornado or landspout threat, so slightly higher chance for tornadoes. Helicity not impressive, but better than yesterday. It's gonna be a couple degrees warmer. So all of those things make it worth it to actually get out there today and talk about it, which makes me realize we should probably talk about the difference between tornadoes and landspouts at some point soon. Maybe today will be the day. Make sure you're watching my stories. I do a lot in the stories so you guys can see a lot of the behind the scenes. We'll do more posts coming to you next from Springfield, Colorado.